Hello and welcome to the course introduction of developing Microsoft SQL Server 2014 databases. My name is Steve Hamilton and I'll be your instructor for this course. In this course, we will learn about logical and physical table design. We will look at creating indexes and reading query plans. We will look at what is a good query plan, what is a bad query plan, and what is going to influence the query plans. We will look at specific database objects, such as views. Well, what's a view? Quite frankly, it's just nothing more than a named SQL statement. We'll look at the difference between views, stored procedures, and functions, and how you can pass parameters across all three of those. What are the differences between a view, a stored procedure, and a function? We look at things like error handling, indexing, concurrency, database triggers, server level triggers. We look at before and after triggers. We look at key values within the triggers like inserted and deleted. We'll look at the different types of indexes such as single column indexes as well as composite indexes. This course will prepare you for the Microsoft exam 70-462. At the end of this course, you should be able to identify all of the SQL Server platforms, its tools like SSMS, SQL Profiler, Extended Events, DTA. Know the differences between the versions, editions, and platforms, as well as the releases. You should be able to create your own data types, identify the different types of data types, date time 2, small money, XML, varchar 50, var binary max, and when to use these particular data types. We will show you how to use good common T-SQL. We will show you how to implement commands through the GUI as well as from the command line. Keep in mind that T-SQL is not covered in this course. We will look at all the different types of constraints, the differences between a primary key constraint and a unique key constraint. Are primary key constraints and unique key constraints indexed? Foreign key constraints, default values, check constraints. We'll even take a look at not null or mandatory columns. We will also talk about single column indexes versus composite indexes. We will look at covering indexes, which is the best place and time to create these type of indexes. We will look at different index types such as spatial indexes, XML indexes, and again, composite indexes. We will show you how to read execution plans. What is a good execution plan? What is the bad execution plan? We will talk about execution plan terms, hash join, merge join, index seek, full table scan. We will also show you when and where to create appropriate clustered indexes as well as non-clustered indexes. We will design and implement several types of views, simple views as well as complex views. The prerequisite for this course is 1 year of Microsoft Windows operating system experience. We would also like you to have a working knowledge of T-SQL. That knowledge of T-SQL does not necessarily have to be T-SQL. It can be Oracle SQL, DB2 SQL, even Sybase SQL. If you have a working knowledge of relational databases, again, that does not need to be SQL Server. It can be Oracle, Access, Sybase, DB2, even Progress, and preferably 1 year of experience with database design, as well as successful completion of the administering a 2014 Microsoft SQL Server database offered by GoGo. Please remember that Microsoft Corporation is a registered trademark. The minimum system requirements for this course are, from a hardware perspective, we want to have a Windows 7 machine or greater, a minimum of 8 gigabytes of memory, 500 gigabytes of disks available is preferred, as well as an i5 processor or better. Now this course is taught using virtualization. If you wish to virtualize this course, you can. We happen to be using VMware. You can use VMware, VirtualBox, or Hyper-V. All of them will work just fine. However, the software or the base software to install SQL Server on should be server-based software. The minimum software is going to be Windows 2008 R2 or greater. And you obviously will need Microsoft SQL Server 2014. You will need to download a series of materials. You will need to download the student guide as well as the exercise guide. The exercise guide will contain all of the labs, and the student guide would be all additional information required. Okay, let's get started.